Afternoon, leaders. It's Friday here in South Africa. Good afternoon, leaders. It's a very good Friday here in South Africa. Friday afternoon. I thought we could continue with our session, self-leadership. Tip number 3, where we're talking about selling your soul. Guys, this is very, very important to me. I want to discuss it with you, and I want you to understand very well where do I come from with this title, Selling Your Soul. Okay, so as always, you know me. My name is Tinyiko Motileni. I am your women leadership specialist. I'm a coach. I've been in the male-dominated industries for 22 years, and I decided to impart my knowledge, to the next generation, or the current generation who needs help. So today's topic, we're talking about something that is very, very touching to me. Not selling your soul. Do not sell your soul. Do not do something that is going to compromise you, your personal self. Do not please, other people, and use yourself as the what do they call it, a black sheep of some sort. Do not do that when you are a female in the male dominated industries. Please do not do that. Okay, so what do I mean when I say do not sell your soul? First, you need to know that when you join the industry, ask yourself, like deeply ask yourself, sit down and have that introspective, introspection, and ask yourself, why are you joining the industry? You see, like me, I didn't have a choice. I embody somebody who was leading males. So my journey was coming from, I don't know, it was an ancestral gift. Let me put it in that way. So I had to be in the male dominated industries. I would look for a job somewhere else and I couldn't get the job. But when I apply in a company where there's male dominating, then I would get the job easy, one interview, then I'll be called before I even get home and they will say, you are in, you've got the job. I would get my appointment letters, in the email on my way home. So that was as easy as that when I applied to the a male dominated company of some sort. So make sure that when you join the company, you ask yourself, is this where you want to be? Or are you going there just to get a job and go by? And I'm not saying it's a problem when you just join the industry just to go by, to get a job. There's nowadays, we need anything, that can help us, to survive because of the economy and all those things. But ask yourself if you are in for the job or you are in for the purpose. Yeah, let me put it in that way. Okay. So if you are in for the purpose, you are not going to compromise yourself. You are not going to do things that are going to compromise your personality, because you are not going anywhere. You are meant to be in that industry. Okay. So that is the first thing that you need to do. The second thing that you need to know is that you are enough. As you are enough. That is why they've hired you at the first place. Like I always say, these days companies cannot hire a person, a woman for a BEE, or for affirmative actions, or for those things, the regulations. They cannot do that because they cannot afford to have somebody who doesn't perform, somebody who doesn't get results, somebody who doesn't do the job accordingly, because they don't have a budget, to hold your hand and take you, through everything before you can give them results. They don't have that budget anymore because of the economical status of the world at the moment. So when they hire you, you must know that you are capable of doing the job. Okay, do not beat around the bush and say, I need help, I need to be. You are capable, you just have to enhance your capabilities. Okay, that's the second thing that you need to know. You are enough as you are. Okay, so you have to know that. And the third thing is that you are bringing the whole table. You are not the person who is going to do things half. We women, we don't have that thing of doing things halfway. I mean, like, you cannot birth a child today and say you will finish off tomorrow. No, we always do things. We always do things wholeheartedly. We always get into the project with both feet. We always do things the way that they are needed. Okay, so that is our nature. It's our nature that we are doing things in that way. So it is very, very important that you understand that when you accept the position, you are going to do things, the way they are supposed to be done, the way they are needed. Do not question yourself if you are doing things halfway, or you are not doing things right. No, our nature is to do things wholeheartedly. We're getting into a project with 2 feet. That's how we are. Let me say, that's how I am, that's how I've been. Maybe there are other women who are not doing things the same, but according to my knowledge, I would when I receive the job, when I get appointed to a job, I would do it wholeheartedly. I would make sure that everything is done according to my capabilities and my capacities. And I will always level up to the higher level. Okay. Then the first thing is that you need to know that you are not making the employee is not the employer, sorry, is not making you a favor. You must know that, they need you as much as you need them. Okay, so you are not making them a favor, they are not making you a favor. You guys need each other in order to realize a certain vision. Okay, so the employer doesn't have your capabilities to do the job that you are doing, or doesn't have the time, or doesn't have the knowledge. Employer might have the business, but they need you to do some certain tasks. So if you are not available to do those tasks, the business is as good as not going to work accordingly. Okay, so you need the employer needs you. So you mustn't have this idea of saying the employer has made you a favor. No, no, you, as much as he's making you a favor, you are also making him a favor. Okay, so I can safely say you are more or less on the same level as your employer, because you are coming with something that he needs, he doesn't have, and he has given you something that you don't have. Okay, so let's understand that point very clear. Okay, then the fifth point is that you don't have to work twice as much, guys. As women, we've always told ourselves that um, in order to succeed, especially in the male dominated industries, I have to work twice as much to be a leader. Yes, that's what I told myself at the beginning, but there's no thing as twice as much. You cannot work twice as much in order to be recognized, or in order to be part of the team. You do not do that to yourself. Look, you need to do your best. That's what I can say. You need to do your best. And sometimes you need to excel, in order to make sure that the job is done accordingly. Okay. So do your best. Make sure that you are reaching your capabilities, make sure that you are willing to grow every time, anytime. Make sure that you are leveling up, into your career or your growth, so that's what I can say to you. Do your best. Do not think that you have to work twice as much. It's going to just stress you. You are going to just get stressed, because what is twice as much? Oh, I mean, like, really sit down and let's ask ourselves, what is twice as much? We are already working twice as much, you know but how can you define twice as much? Okay. So it's very, very important that you tell yourself that you must do your best. You must do your best. You must do the best to reach your capacity. Because every time when you grow, when you have invested in your mental growth, I'm telling you, you are going to reach your capacities, and at the same time, you are going to always grow your mind, and you are always going to excel in that way. Okay. So I hope you have understood me in that regard of selling you. So do not do something that is going to compromise you, because you don't feel you're worthy, because you don't think you can do the job better, or to the required standard, because you feel like somebody have made you a favor, because you feel like you need to do your job twice as much. Do not do that. It's very, very important that do not get into the framework of um, mistreating yourself, doing things, getting into wrong actions with employers, doing things that are going to discredit your womanhood. Do not do such things. Make sure that your soul is intact when you enter the male dominated industries, and you are not prepared to compromise your soul. You are not prepared to compromise your womanhood. You are not prepared to compromise who you are in order to get the job done, or in order to get to a certain position. Do not do that. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for listening to me on this video. I hope to see you in the next video. If you want to get in touch with me, please send me an email. If you want a coaching session, my one-on-one coaching sessions are open. You can send me an email and register. If you want to be on a program, because I also coach through a program, a group coaching program, please also send me an email. I will definitely make sure that you are part of that group coaching program. Otherwise, visit my website where you will get all the information about my coaching business. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.